Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel, the world's most channel of the world. And today we're gonna take it a little bit chill. We're just gonna hang out, you and me. We never hang out anymore. And I don't feel like scripting a video, if I'm gonna be honest. So I thought that today, you know what? I'm gonna talk about things that I think are underrated. Things that I really enjoy, that I feel like not enough people enjoy. So let's get into the list, baby. Now, I should note that this is in no particular order, but we're gonna start off strong with number one. The first thing that I think is underrated, crossing your legs. Now, I think crossing your legs is more underrated in the male community. I think that women, they kind of know where it's at, but I still think not enough guys are comfortable crossing their legs. And I'm just here to tell you guys, cross your legs. I mean, there's just something, you can't really see. There you go, you got a knee shot. There's just something comfortable about sitting this way. It's like my safe space. Feels comfortable, I feel relaxed. I think it still has that stigma by certain guys of being less manly or less grrr, But most of the manliest men I know cross their legs. Like this guy. This guy is like super manly, probably, and he's crossing his legs, so, stop being so dumb. Cross your legs more. All right, moving on to the next one. The next thing that I think is extremely underrated is mini cans of soda. Minnesota! A little bit skinnier, a little bit smaller, and they are a lot of bit better. Because I'm not much of a soda drinker, but usually like when there's a party or a family gathering happening, my mom buys those miniature cans of Coke. And I kind of noticed that miniature cans, they're just a better experience. It feels like they scientifically engineered the perfect amount of soda. It's not too little to where you kind of want another one, but it's not too much to where you just feel like super bloated and gross. It's just the perfect amount to where you're just like, that was a good soda experience with my food. And I can move on. And I only drank a miniature can of sugar instead of a big one. So, I'm not gonna have to cut my feet off in 5 years. Now I just have to cut them off in like 10 years. So it saved me 5 extra years with my feet. Miniature cans of soda. Very underrated. Next thing on my list that I think is extremely underrated is being sore, which I know sounds a little bit weird, right? Usually, being sore is painful, especially if you're doing like a leg day or something. But I love being sore, man, because it makes me feel accomplished. It makes me feel like I did something, Like there's nothing better than going to the gym, really, really killing yourself, and then being sore the next day. Ooh. I love it, baby. Before I get some health nut in the comments, I know that being sore is not a legitimate measurement of how effective your workout was, but it still makes me feel accomplished when it happens, okay? So like usually like when I fall off of the gym, which is more often than I want it to be, and then I go back in those like first 2 weeks of getting reaccustomed and you get really sore in every muscle body group on your body group. I don't know, it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like my body's finally gonna get right. And then I fall off in like another 2 months and stay out of the gym for like a good 7. But for those couple weeks where I'm really sore, it feels good, baby. So yeah, being sore, very underrated. Okay, my next underrated thing. Now I know I said that these aren't in any particular order, but I think that these are number one, all right? I think that this is the number one underrated thing on my list, jungle. Not Jungle the biome, Jungle the band, which consists of 2 British guys named Josh Lloyd Watson and Tom McFarland. These 2 guys are geniuses and their music is amazing. And you might have already heard of them and you just didn't know it. One of their songs kind of went viral on TikTok this year called Back on 74. This song where the dancers were all giving and the guys were serving Slay. And it became like this huge dance trend. Yeah, That's Jungle. And that's where I first heard of them. I didn't know of them before that song went viral. I love TikTok for that one particular reason. I feel like it exposes me to so many good artists, and these guys are no exception. As soon as I heard this song, I immediately searched them up and listened to the album that song came off of, which is called Volcano. And I say this with no exaggeration. Every single song on that album is on my playlist, and that is rare. And the thing that I think really pushes Jungle to just the absolute next level, the upper echelon of just human creativity, is because not only are the songs amazing, but the music videos. The music videos. They are like art installations within themselves. Because usually what an artist does is, you know, they put out an album and then they choose like 2 to 3 songs off of that album, usually the biggest songs, and they make music videos of those. Not Jungle, baby. Because Jungle releases a short film alongside of their album that contains a music video for every song on the album, and it's like one long storied music video, and it's like, it's just, oh my God, it's so good. I've never done crack, but I think I had a very similar experience while watching the short film to what I imagine pumping into my veins is like. The cinematography, 10 out of 10. The choreography, 10 out of 10. Dancers, 10 out of 10. The wardrobe, 10 out of 10. The set decoration, 10 out of 10. Everything is a 10 out of 10. They're all one shot, one take music videos of just like the most beautiful choreographed dance that you'll see that just like perfectly matches the song. It's like the music videos almost do the music a disservice in the sense that, you know, I can listen to every single song on that album and have a good time, but I almost feel like I'm missing out on a very important aspect of it if I'm not watching the music video, because it's just like 2 modes of art, visual and audio, and they just come together and they explode into the pinnacle of human creation. I'm gonna stop rambling about these guys because I feel like this segment is gonna be a big chunk of my video, but I'm very passionate about these 2 men. I think they're pretty well known, but they are not nearly as popular as they should be. They should be like multi-Grammy and Oscar winners. So if you've never heard of Jungle, and if you've never heard of the Volcano album, which is I think their 3rd studio album, I implore you to listen to the Volcano album and watch every single music video, every single one. So yeah, Jungle, very criminally underrated. On to the next. Cornflakes. Very underrated in my opinion. All right, I don't think that they're eaten enough as they should be. There's something about them. I will never pass up a good old bowl of cornflakes. As a matter of fact, I have cornflakes in my top 5 of cereals. They're almost like the Spurs of cereal. You know, they're not too flashy, not too much personality, but you know what you're gonna get. They're gonna be efficient, they're gonna get the job done, and they're gonna be damn good. You know, I'm not too much of a sweet person. I don't really have a sweet tooth, so that's also why I super love cornflakes. To be honest, I would probably take a bowl of cornflakes over like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, probably like 8 times out of 10. But the only caveat is you have to eat them with whole milk. I only eat cereal with whole milk. I only drink whole milk. Almond milk is disgusting, and like 2% or skim or low fat or whatever the hell. I've never had any of them. And I know that it has the most calories and the most fat, but I don't care. Go get yourself a bowl of cornflakes after this video, because damn, they're good. Okay, next thing on my list. Socks. I don't know, I feel like recently I've started to just really love a good sock. Like, I've been starting to kind of buy more clothes this year because I realized that I'm still wearing the same wardrobe from high school, and I just really like a good sock. Not only like the comfortability of it, but also just like, I feel like a sock is like such a great addition to an outfit. If I'm wearing an outfit and I got a good pair of socks on with it, oof. You can't touch me, man. Makes it feel powerful. It makes me feel like Meryl Streep. And it's not even like I'm wearing crazy socks like Spencer from iCarly or something. Like, I'm just wearing very basic, plain white, black, or gray socks. But for some reason, my eye just gets attracted to the socks of an outfit. I never really anticipated myself becoming a sock man, not a foot man. Don't take it there. Just specifically, strictly sock man. Very, very underrated. And you know what? Now we'll just do a kind of quick speed round. I still have a good number of things here that I think are underrated, but I think that'll make the video too long. So let's just go through them all in one go. All right, Denver Nuggets. That's been my team for years, and they've sucked for a long time, and they finally won a championship last year. And I feel like they can repeat, but I feel like most people think they're not gonna repeat. They're gonna repeat. They're underrated. Full keyboards. I love me a full keyboard. I don't like 60%. I don't even like 80%. Give me full. Give me all the button options. The only thing that sucks is that I feel like 60% keyboards have amazing designs and they're usually super cool looking, and all the full keyboards are like really basic and boring. But I want better designed full keyboards. Swimming. I used to swim all throughout high school. I've been swimming a lot recently. I feel like it's the best form of cardio, beats running by a mile, and it gets you in shape better. So swimming, do more swimming. Thursdays, I feel like Thursdays are a bit underrated. You know, I feel like Thursday nights, it's almost like Friday Junior, just like, hey, tomorrow's Friday, and then I have the weekend off. Unless you work weekends, I'm sorry. Lifesavers / Tic Tacs. I'm a big mint guy. Those white chalky Lifesavers, I will destroy a bag of those. The white original Tic Tacs, I will destroy like 10 packets of those, and they make your breath smell good, so you know, double whammy. Dose, the card game. It's the successor to Uno. I don't even know if a lot of people know that there's a Dose, but I played it a long time ago, and to be honest, I thought it was a lot more interesting and a lot more fun than Uno. I feel like its replayability is a lot stronger because it's just more interesting, so Dose. Eating out by yourself, like just going to a sit-down restaurant and eating out by yourself. I feel like that's underrated, especially by me, because I do not do that. I don't think I'm confident or secure enough to do that. But I feel like it's a really healthy thing to do, and I feel like the people who do it, they know what's up. So I feel like we should all just, you know, eat out by ourselves every once in a while. I feel like it'd be good for us. Swipe typing, you know, like swipe typing with your keyboard on your phone. Super, super underrated, especially in the Apple community. Android, y'all know what's up. I used to be an Android boy. I'm still an Android boy at heart, even though I switched over to the dark side. And I feel like not enough Apple people do swipe texting, even though it's a feature on Apple now. To me, it's quicker. It feels more satisfying. Swipe texting, do more of it. Press fake outs, where there's like a movie coming out and the whole cast is doing press, and then there's one person on that cast who you expect to be in the whole movie because he did the whole press junket, but he dies or like gets killed off in like the first minute. I love that. That's like such a good misdirection, and I know they don't purposefully mean to do it. They're just trying to avoid the spoiler, but I still feel like it's just like, oh, you misdirected me. That's cool. Like the Suicide Squad, where half the people that were doing press died immediately, or It Too, where that one guy, the Jewish guy, I forget his name, the adult version of him was in like all the press junkets, but he was on screen for like a minute. Yeah, it's cool. Surprises me. So, and the last thing I have on my list is anesthesia. Now, I don't think that anesthesia is underrated, but I think it's maybe a little bit underappreciated. I feel like we don't appreciate the person who invented anesthesia enough, because I'm a super queasy person. I don't do well with pain at all. So the thought of me in like the 1600s having to cut my arm off and just kind of have it happen and bite down on a cloth and just hope for the best, I would rather just die, and I probably would die of shock because I'm a wimp. So yeah, the fact that you can knock someone out and physically cut open their body and alter their insides and they won't feel a thing, that's pretty dope. Thanks for whoever made that. God bless, and you know, I appreciate you. So that's it. That is my quick little list of things that I think are underrated that nobody asked for, but I gave it to you anyways, because I think that I'm underrated. And yeah, why don't you guys leave some things that you think are underrated in the comments down below. This is an open discussion. Make sure to reply to at least 2 classmates, 2, or you won't get a full grade. And if you want to see me do a list of things I think are overrated, which I have a really big controversial one in mind already, let me know and I'll drop that on you too. But yeah, that's it for me. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can legally be better than everybody else. And stay tuned for my next video where I dislocate my shoulder and try to set the world record for relocating it. So that's gonna be fun. All right, see you guys in the next one. Bye.